Hi, this is Nick Caruso, and this is a training video on how to extract data out of text fields using AutoStore. So let's say you have a value coming in, a user input or a database lookup or whatever, and you need to extract the first 3 characters out of that string or that field, and perhaps the characters after that, those 3 digits. So this question came in from the forums, and we'd like to give technical answers and training videos based upon these questions, so it can benefit everybody else. So I would encourage you to go to forums.nsiautostore.com for posting your questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. I'm going to show you different ways to do this. The first way is going to be using the AutoStore data filter component, and the way that works is we're going to be using what's called a regular expression to extract out the digits and the letters separately. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to open up a new tab here and go to this website. There's plenty of websites that allow you to do regular expression testing. This one's a pretty good one, but there's plenty out there. You can just go ahead and Google it. So I'm going to do down here is I'm just going to paste down here the examples that that Derek asked us to use. And what we're going to, in AutoStore, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to strip out the dashes. So what I want to do is just extract the first 3 characters, the first 3 numbers or digits, and then after that, to the right of it, extract everything to the right of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter out the dashes in AutoStore, and that's pretty easy to do. And then so this will be what AutoStore will see, and then I want to grab again the first 3 digits and then the following characters. If you're not familiar with regular expressions, you should try and get familiar with it because it's a really great tool. It's used in a lot of technical products. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, look for a digit. And there's different ways to do a digit. There's a shorthand for it. I think -D is a shorthand for a digit. I like to do everything more manual, saying look for a digit. So it means look for something between 0 to 9. If I did 0 to 3, it would just look for 0s, 1s, 2s, and 3s. I'm going to say look for anything between a 0 and a 9. Whoops, 0 and 9. Okay, so it's seeing 001, 999, and so forth. But what I want is I don't want a single digit. I want 3 digits in a row. So if I did a curly bracket, the number 3 close curly bracket, so that means I want 3 consecutive digits. So now I can see 001, 999, 085, and so forth. And if I put that around in a parentheses, so open parentheses over here and a closed parentheses, that means I just want one result. You can see here that's called a group. So group 1 result, group 1 is 0 through 9, 3. Now I want another search here, and I want to search for letters, any letter, and I'm going between A to Z. And you can see, and then I want that repeated. It could be infinite number of times, so I'm going to put a star for infinite number of times, and I'm going to put that in a open and close parentheses. So my group 1 down here is a digit 0 through 9 repeated 3 times, and then A to Z repeated. Star means 0 or more times. And if I hover over this, you can see what the results of my group 1 and group 2 are. So group 1 is 333 in security, 215 in IT, 085 in BSA. I'm looking at the results of group 1 and group 2 in that pop-up box. Now branch here has a lowercase, so A through Z is all caps, and if I want to do lowercase, it would be A through Z lowercase. And now I have what I want. So I'm getting my appropriate results. So this is exactly what I'm looking for, and this is the regular expression I'm looking for. So I'm going to use this in AutoStore to pass in my values, and I'm going to want to extract group 1 and group 2 separately. So let's open up AutoStore. I'm going to use auto capture here, and let's go ahead and build our config. So I'm going to add a new form, call it extract text. My button name will be submit. I'm going to put in here test value. That's what we're going to put in our RRT values. And all right, so let me add what workflows I want. So I want what's called our data filter component. It's going to manipulate the data. And then I want my sent to folder component. I'm going to go ahead and save my config. And now go back into my configuration. I'm assuming that you're already a little familiar with AutoStore. Alright, so I'm going to click on Activate Yes. I'm going to click on Add a New Filter. So the first thing I'm going to do is say Replace. And I want to call it Strip Dashes. So I want to first replace all the dashes that were in Derek's example. So I just want to get rid of the dashes to normalize it to 3 digits and then the rest. So my input is going to be my test value here. I want to find a dash, replace it with nothing. And let's go ahead and just do a quick test and output this. So let's create a subfolder based upon our test value. So in here we should say strip dashes, and let's output the original file name, the counter, and the extension. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. I could say okay, no, all right, okay, okay. Save this and run it. Let's go to my samples folder. I'm using samples from our previous training. Extract test. I'm going to go back to Derek's example list here. Let's use 001 branch. And this is just to output and strip that dash. I just want to make sure. You can see it was very, very quick. 001 branch. So it stripped it out. And if I do another one, let's do 001 location, and put that. And I could have dashes all over the place here. Let's see what happens. Submit. Output. Here we go. 001 location. So it's stripping out the dashes. So that's the first thing we wanted to do. Let's go back in here now and let's use our regular expression that we pre-built. So we're going to go in here. We're going to say add match regular expression. The field name will be extract text. That's what we're going to call this new RRT that we're creating. We're going to use the strip dashes new RRT that we had used created up here, and that's going to be our input. And then we want to type in our regular expression here that we want to extract the applicable data. So I'm going to go back to my where is it? Right here. I'm going to go back to my regular expression, copy this, paste it in here, and so it's going to search for a 3-digit number followed by an infinite number of upper or lowercase characters. In parentheses, this will be group 1, and that will be group 2. So I'm going to click OK. OK. Send to folder. And instead of using strip dashes now, let's use our results from data filter. So if I click on data filter under extract test, what I want to do down here is that there is this extract test pound result comma index. And if I use that one in here, the comma index means which group result do you want. So I'm going to have group result 1 and then group result 2. So I should just have one folder which will just be those first 3 digits, and the second folder here which will be the resulting word. So I'm going to click OK, 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 and go ahead and save it and restart it. And let's go ahead and do a quick test now. So I'm going to go ahead and delete my previous tests. Go to my samples folder. I'm going to right click, send to extract text. Paste in here some of the examples that Derek had previously provided, 001 branch. And in our output folder now we have a 001, so it created the new RRT for just 001. And now branch. And we could do this several times. So let's get more examples from Derek's. So 999 LPO. Let's also do, I think he has something similar to something like this, and where they were joined together. All right, let's take a look at again at our output folder. We should see them; they're all coming in nicely, broken up with those RRTs broken up as we wanted them to. So this is a training video on using data filter to accomplish this task. And so data filter is a UI-based tool. There's lots of things that you can do with it. That was just one example. Now the next video I'm going to do is answer Derek's question more specifically. There's another way of doing this, and it's using scripting, and so it's a little bit more complicated. I would prefer that you use data filter, but the scripting approach, known as a smart RRT, if you know scripting, it allows you just to do this very, very quickly. So that will be my next video. All right, thank you.